Hi, I'm Jury. Have you ever worn something technically on trend and still felt unfinished, like something is slightly off? Not wrong, just not elevated. In 2026, the difference between looking average and looking intentional is not about buying more. It's about small shifts, tiny adjustments in proportion, fabric, color control, structure, restraint, and most people miss them. So today we're talking about 10 styling shifts that instantly elevate your look. Not louder, not trendier, not expensive, elevated. And I promise, most of these shifts don't require buying anything new. Let's get into it. There's a reason some outfits feel composed, and others feel accidental. It's rarely about price. It's almost always about intention. The first shift is silhouette discipline. When you wear something oversized on top and oversized on the bottom, the eye has nowhere to rest. But when you balance volume, wide leg with fitted top, structured blazer with relaxed denim, suddenly the outfit feels deliberate. Structure reads expensive because it shows control. You don't need to eliminate comfort. You need to define shape. That's shift number 1. Control your proportions. The second shift is color containment. Most elevated outfits follow an invisible rule. 2 colors, maybe 3, but never chaos. When you reduce your palette, your outfit immediately feels refined. Black and cream, navy and white, brown and denim, monochrome gray. Luxury brands understand this deeply. They don't rely on rainbow explosions. Restraint creates clarity, and clarity feels powerful. The third shift is fabric upgrade. Not everything has to be silk or cashmere, but thin, clingy, shiny synthetics tend to cheapen a look instantly. Even a simple cotton shirt looks elevated when it has weight. Rigid denim looks more expensive than thin stretch denim. A structured knit looks stronger than a flimsy one. Weight equals presence, and presence reads expensive. The fourth shift is tailoring. Length changes everything. A hem that slightly pulls accidentally feels careless. A hem that skims the shoe feels intentional. Sleeves slightly too long feel sloppy. Cuffed precisely? Thoughtful. You can elevate your entire wardrobe by tailoring 2 or 3 core pieces. The fifth shift is the third piece rule. An outfit without a third piece often feels unfinished. Jeans and top, casual. Add a blazer, trench, cardigan, leather jacket, now it's styled. The third piece creates architecture. It frames the body, it adds depth, it signals effort without screaming effort. The sixth shift is shoe discipline. Shoes determine the energy of your outfit more than anything else. Chunky sneakers create casual energy. Slim leather sneakers create minimal energy. Pointed toe creates sharpness. Loafers create composure. Heels create authority. You don't need 50 shoes, you need intentional ones. The seventh shift is hardware restraint. Oversized logos, excess chains, too many details. They overwhelm the eye. Minimal jewelry, subtle buckle, structured bag without screaming branding. Quiet details age better than loud ones. The eighth shift is tucking with purpose. Half tuck, full tuck, belted waist. Defining your waistline changes the balance of the entire outfit. High-rise denim especially is wasted if you hide it under a long, untucked top. Use your structure. The ninth shift is posture. Yes, posture. You can wear the perfect outfit and still look unsure. Stand straight, slow your movements, reduce fidgeting. Confidence elevates clothing. Clothing does not create confidence, it reflects it. And the 10th shift, the most important one, is subtraction. Before you leave the house, remove one thing, one accessory, one layer, one competing element. Often, elevation is what you remove, not what you add. Now let's talk about why these shifts matter. In 2026, fashion is less about shock and more about control. After years of extremes, maximalism, hypertrends, loud cycles, the pendulum is swinging toward refinement. Not boring, refined. People are tired of looking like trends. They want to look like themselves, but sharper. And that doesn't require money. It requires awareness. You don't need to buy 10 new pieces. You might need to adjust how you wear what you already own. Look at your closet this week. Where can you reduce color, define shape, upgrade footwear, add a third piece, remove excess? That's how style evolves. Not through panic buying, through editing. And editing is the most underrated skill in fashion. There's something powerful about realizing you don't need more. You need clarity. Most of us don't struggle because we lack clothes. We struggle because we lack cohesion. We buy pieces, we chase trends, we save inspiration photos, but we don't always refine. And refinement is where elegance lives. When your wardrobe starts to feel heavy, chaotic, confusing, it's usually because nothing is edited. Elevated style isn't about being above anyone else. It's about being aligned with your proportions, aligned with your lifestyle, aligned with your energy. And when you make these small shifts, you don't just look different, you feel composed, you move slower, you choose more carefully, you speak more deliberately. Style influences psychology more than we admit. So this week, don't buy anything immediately. Adjust something. Shorten a hem, change a shoe, remove a necklace, swap a bag, define your waist. Small shifts create big changes. That's the quiet truth about elevation. Before we close, I want to leave you with something a little more reflective. Not about trends, not about proportions, not about rules, but about context. Because style doesn't exist on a runway. It exists in your real life, in the town you live in the job you wake up to, in the climate you dress for, in the routines that shape your days. And I think sometimes when we talk about elevation or refinement, people hear it as dress like a fashion city. That's not what this is. Elevated doesn't mean urban. It doesn't mean dramatic. It doesn't mean trendy. It means intentional. If you live somewhere slower, quieter, more rural, elevated might simply mean well-fitted denim, clean boots, a structured knit, and restraint. If you love oversized silhouettes, keep them. Just balance them. If you prefer simple tops and classic trousers, that's not boring. That's clarity. If you don't like wide-leg jeans, don't wear them. If you love skinny jeans, wear them well. If you feel best in dresses, wear them intentionally. This channel isn't about replacing your style. It's about refining it. Sometimes an outfit feels off, not because it's baggy or casual or simple, but because it lacks cohesion. And cohesion looks different depending on your lifestyle. You don't have to dress like someone in Paris or New York. You don't have to look like social media. You don't have to follow every runway shift. You just have to dress in a way that reflects the life you're actually living, or the life you're consciously building. Because here's something we don't talk about enough. Sometimes your closet feels wrong because you've changed, you've matured, you've shifted priorities, you've evolved. Your environment is different, your energy is different, but your wardrobe stayed the same. And elevation isn't about buying new things. It's about asking, does this still represent me? Not 5 years ago, not the trend cycle, not someone else's lifestyle, me, right now. So instead of thinking, what should I wear this year? Maybe think, what feels aligned with my real life? Because the most elevated style isn't loud. It's calm. It's cohesive. It makes sense in your world. Take what resonates from this channel. Leave what doesn't. Adjust gently, refine slowly. You don't need to transform overnight. Small shifts, clear choices, intentional dressing. That's enough. And I'm curious, do you feel like your current style matches your lifestyle? Or are you dressing for a version of yourself that doesn't quite exist anymore? Let me know.